Welcome to another edition of the PopUp podcast experience, where we express ownership around here, all right? And we do that in 4 ways: with paperwork, investment, group economics, and not to mention time management. I'm the host, Indigo. I really love doing this. Our business needs to be brought to the forefront in all types of manners, and with bringing people who already have their business to the forefront with paperwork, investment, group economics, and time management, it just gives you like a testimonial or making it practical for you,
Straight up.
That way people can get first-hand look on how you do things in your business. So with that being said, today's I got another special guest with me. Thank you, AJ, for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
I really
you,
appreciate
brother. Peace and love.
This brother right here, you born and raised in Omaha?
Born and raised.
All right, wonderful. I met AJ at a clothing brand release party. Now I'm actually wearing his hat right now. It's Children of the Korn. So if you're here in Omaha, make sure you support my brother. All right. You got a location in that store? Right?
Yep. 9910 North 48th Street, Suite 108.
All right, man. Wonderful. I like that. All
For
right,
sure.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and kick it off. We always hit them right in the gut. Tell us about your paperwork. Do you have any paperwork? LLC? Go ahead.
Yep. LLC. To be honest, I was doing mine. I was hustling hard, full-fledged as a business. At times when I started, sometimes it'd be on and off. Like I'll go hard for a quarter, and touch some money. You know what I'm saying? But I never really took it serious enough. A lot of times, sometimes I would second guess myself, and that's one of the biggest things. If you're gonna start a business, never do that. Don't second guess yourself. Go full force with it. Don't listen to the people that believe in you, but believe in yourself first. Because it'll be people that'll try to knock you off your square for different intentions. You know what I'm saying? But if you believe in yourself and you're secure in that, nothing else can stop you. Right. But like I said, I started in 2012, and I just ran with it. But I didn't register it as an LLC for some years. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I felt like I had enough respect amongst my peers. I wasn't never concerned or worried about nobody bothering my images or taking my trademarks or stuff like that.
I like that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was respectable enough to do that, for people to respect me enough. I wasn't worried about that. There was people, of course, that bit. You could, you know what I mean? You can copy it, but you know what I'm saying? You can copy it, but everybody know, they see that Korn, man, they know where it came from. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been blessed enough to work with a lot of people. I've reached out to a lot of people for advice, like Kylan Edwards. I talked about him before with 1013. I watched him a lot, learned a lot from him when he had 1013 clothing back then. Then AK with Hustle 365. That's I consider him a brother / mentor of mine too. He owns Crosscuts. He gave me a lot of game and wisdom. When I talk about respect, one of my biggest designs is basically like a novelty tee I flipped off of the North Face brand, and I called it the North Side. We from North Omaha. Everything about my brand, COTK, is all about pride from where we live. So, Children of the Korn, COTK. That's one of my favorite scary movies. I'm a scary movie fanatic. So, the North Side, it's all about North Side AJ. Some people call me. So it says that. I've sold over 2,000 probably of those T-shirts since I started those. Like, for real.
And speaking on that, because you were just talking about the Korn, man, and now this other logo. How many logos do you have, brother? How many LLC? Or part of your paperwork, should I say?
3, but I've got 11 different designs.
Okay, then. And are any of them like copyright? Like, because the LLC pretty much takes care of the paperwork for y'all who don't know. But if you have a logo, this is something different. This is why they have the TM at the bottom of certain things, and they have the C, which is copyrighted, and the logo is something that needs to be protected solely on its own after the paperwork had been established with the business. So that's why I asked that question for those of you who didn't No, but go ahead and speak on
See, my business team take care of that for me.
Business team. Somebody, I need one of those.
Hey, for real. Man, I own 2 businesses and now, 3 now with the clothing store because, like you said, time management, you can't be everywhere at once. As much as I like to be, God didn't bless me with the ability to teleport, unfortunately. Yeah, which he did, but I wish I could just snap my fingers and be somewhere else real quick. But time management is a big thing, and sometimes you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to sometimes have somebody that you trust that can handle certain business for you that you may not be knowledgeable about, or that will guide you the right way for the outcome that you want.
I like how you said that, brother. And that really gonna pretty much wrap up paperwork. But I do want to say before I do wrap it up, with the 3 businesses that you have, are they all under the one LLC, or do you have a series LLC?
No, they all under the same.
All on the same. Okay, and so eventually he's gonna want to do a series LLC, just like I am, because I have everything under Indigo Management right now. But I got the Indigo Kid clothing brand and Indigo Image the videography, all under Indigo Management. So for those of you who just don't know, because we do have people who tune in all the time, they already know our business. But for those of you who don't know, a series LLC protects all of the different entities under your LLC. So if you do have a beauty salon and you also own a catering company, like, they can't be under the same LLC if you want to have certain rights protected underneath. Okay, so that's where a series LLC comes in, and you umbrella them under one specific type of LLC. All right, so I'm gonna get that going later on in my career, but let's transition over into investment. What about some investments early on in life, or early on in your career, should I say? Because you had your LLC since 2012, you said. What are some things early on that allowed you to, you invested in that allowed you to benefit?
Man, I would buy things little at a time. Some people, I've been a perfectionist for most of my life, But as you really start to grow your business, you'll understand that it don't happen. Everything's not gonna be perfect, and even from the concerts to managing the clothing line and the business and different events, I can have everything planned from A to Z how I want it. But somewhere in there is gonna be a bump to where you're gonna have to improvise and make a change, and that's where you learn very quickly to adapt and to keep rolling with the punches.
Right.
So investments, I buy little things at a time. Like we were speaking earlier, I told you I don't even have a camera yet right now, but I already bought a tripod. I got a ring light. I've been buying them little by little as I see them, because I have the plan on what I'm going to do already.
Right.
So you invest in yourself, that gives you more motivation. You can sit there and write every day and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Procrastination kills dreams. And that's when used to be one of my biggest problems. You could procrastinate. You know what I'm saying? And it's only going to block your blessings. You get that idea and you, like I said, you run with it. That's something I tell all my employees all the time. Run with it. Just get it done. And
that's great. So you have employees. How many employees do you have under you?
8 and 2 on the rocks.
I like the way you put that.
They better get it together.
The only reason I asked that is, brother, because you actually might even skip the going back to paperwork. Just to cognizant of what I was just hearing, you might even skip the series LLC and go straight to like S corporation.
That's probably what it's looking
getting
at.
Out insurance and stuff, because you're already hiring people. I didn't even know that. My man got employees. So for those of you who don't know, if you have people down with you like that and they really rocking with you for the most part, they really want to be with, like, I like that. Okay, S corporation.
Come holler at Pain in the Ass Task Services.
Okay.
We get to the bottom of things. We do all the jobs you don't want to do. If you want us to house sit your house while you go out of town, you want us to walk your dog for you, you want us to clean poop out your backyard, hey, you want us to come change a dookie diaper that your baby had, you pay that fee and we will come, but not for free. You feel me? we try to add some comedy to it, man, because a lot of those contracting jobs we do, they are pain in the ass, and you get there. That's why you call us, because it's some stuff you don't want to do. So we make some comedy behind it. We make it fun.
Okay. Well, I like like that then. So continuing on with the investment for the most part, because you do music and all that stuff too. So for the most part, like, what did you invest in your music career earlier?
See, I'm I'm a manager. I managed a couple artists in the city. I managed a very good and dear friend of mine, my brother Merk. A lot of people know him. Started with his career from the jump. His very first mixtape, I'm Going Diesel. A lot of people don't know the history behind all that when it comes to that. He really like boomed the Omaha music scene. He brought it back for our generation, I feel like. And I'm gonna give him his flowers because that's just the facts of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the first mixtape, I'm talking about me and my girlfriend at the time. We printed the design, the flyer that he made. She printed those at work. She worked at Union Pacific at the time. She went and printed all those at work. You know what I'm saying? I went and bought at Office Max. I bought all the 50 pack cases. I bought like 300 of them. Those sleeves, I printed all of them with my duplicator because I used to sell bootlegs and CDs. That's what a lot of people knew me by too. I had a trunk full of CDs and movies. I had any movie you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I learned how to do all that, really hustling. So I did that for him. His first couple shows, I organized for him. I gave him his advice. Another young guy that's real popular right now, Tuki. I'm not his manager, but I gave him a lot of guidance. I put him on his very first performance at it's the old Dipsticks bar. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart forgetting the name of that club, but it's next to where Dipsticks. It used to be Dipsticks next to Lipsticks, that bar over there in Council Bluffs. Right. His very first show 2 years ago, it was him, Merk. I've done some work with Rebo, organizing shows for those guys. I brought Big Son up here. The raps with Big Crit, I brought him up here. I had a show with a young Roddy that fell through, but we working out bringing him up here from Jet Life. Well, he good since, but we working that back out.
Well, you know, investments don't have to always be tangible stuff. And I like to go back and touch on what you was just talking about, what you're giving your guidance to your mans, because the intangibles, in my opinion, is what a lot of businesses are missing these days. You know, the character issues, the integrity, the discipline, the consistency. This is what we need when we have entrepreneurship business specifically.
For real.
People who are trying to do everything on their own without the guidance or the backing of the big financial corporations and stuff like that. So keep that in mind whenever you're starting a business. The intangibles matter too.
They do.
What I'm saying? Headspace, mental space, all the things like feelings, emotions. You know, they have to be talked about. And if you have had any kind of managerial role or supervisor role, they've always had those kind of talks with you behind the scenes. So
communication is always the most important thing. Communication and planning.
I like that. With that being said, let's go ahead and transition over into group economics. So other people with businesses that you've seen coming up since your tenure of 2012, how's that road been? You helping them or them helping you?
Man, it's been great. That's that's the best way to get somewhere into progress, man. You can't. I had the mindset at times I'm gonna do it by myself because that can be good too, in a sense sometimes where you know you can get the job done right, but it teaches you to have to be more trusting of people. You be more trusting of people, and y'all have similar work ethics. Like even some people that may not know, you can teach them and mold them for you guys to make something work for both of you. Like with me being the boss per se, I had to at times learn to sit back and be a worker. I'm not that type of boss where I'm just gonna boss you around. I'll get in there and work with you too. You feel me? Like everybody that works for me or works with me, I know how to do everything that they do. You know what I'm saying? I teach some of these guys. Some of them come and they teach me stuff. But it's a iron sharpen iron type thing. Yeah. But with group economics, for sure, that's been my most successful events have been literally from planning. Like a good friend of mine, Bezel the Gritter, he's putting on a fashion show November 13th at the Social Hall. Come check that out. DJ Chevy will be there. But you come check that out. That event per se, he got 2 different food vendors coming down there. Right? Bomb ass food. We got 6 different clothing lines that'll be in the building. You know what I mean? Los Ribbon, he's coming out. His brand will be there. I didn't catch no shade. I didn't catch the rest of the names that he told me, but I know them for sure. I'll be there. There's 4 or 5 other brands that'll be there. All merchandise will be available. Then we got those vendors. We got a bomb DJ Chevy. She done did 2 parties for me. That's a good friend of mine, so she know my history. We did a R&B event where I brung Brandocious out from Kansas. We was in the Benson area. Tylynn was on that card. That show fell through, but we much love to her. She doing her thing down in Atlanta right now. If y'all ain't tuned in and tapped in, she's doing her thing. Sure. Shout out to Tylynn. But like I said, it's I've reached out to a lot of people. I've tried to work with everybody. I got a project we working on right now that we've been working on for 3 years. Welcome to the North Side. Rest in peace to my brother Juice. He was our engineer. Putting it together, and right now that's our hurdle slowing us down right now. With his passing, we got some music that it was so passionate. I'm not going to re-record those songs.
Right, and you shouldn't.
So when exactly, it's there. So when the time comes to where his family allows us to get access to that music, we'll do so. And, I'm hurting just like they hurting. They hurting more than me. That's their family. I can't even. You can't even fathom the amount of pain that people go through losing people. And that's where some people get messed up too, when you become a business. And that's where these corporations get lose employees or don't have respect amongst their employees, when you treat people like robots and not like people. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I talk to all my employees. I have relationships with them. We go out to eat outside of work. They call me and ask me stuff. I bring water for my crews every day. Water. I buy lunch when they need it. If they short, they need a little gas money before payday, I'll do that. Look out for them. I try to be fair and reasonable. But you ain't going to get over on me either. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get to really know people and have their best interest. They'll have your best interest. If not, get away from me. It's just that simple. But group economics, to finish that up, because I'll get long-winded, group economics is very important, and you can definitely get far doing that, working with each other when people can put their egos to the side. And I love that there's a big portion of Omaha that everybody talks about the crab in the bucket mentality, which is very true. There are some haters out here just like everywhere else. But if you ignore that and focus more on the positive and the changes that are being made, you missing out if you ain't seeing them. Because there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, people really working together for real and getting it done. Shout out to DJ Ray Bay, her beautiful self, and my guy Tater, Big Tate, and Free down there with Hustle 365. They got a beautiful thing going down there. The big unity down there. There's another lady, Trap. Shout out to Trap. They got some good clothes. There's a lot of people in the city doing stuff and working together. And like I said, when they could take out the politics from the streets, it's the street beef and who messing with who, baby mama and baby daddy, you take that BS out the equation and everybody focus on doing business and getting somewhere, man, this city gonna flourish. Everybody, we got too much talent up here. That's why people come up here to our city and scout and jack our style, jack our swag, come make money off of us. But we can't get it together for ourselves. You feel me? And once we unify and our numbers is strong, strength in numbers, it's going to take off like a hurricane.
He said it, man. It's all about the strength in numbers. You got to get everybody on the same page and picture. And for me to end that up with group economics, you kind of touched on, it's really about the communication.
Straight up.
But more so over about communication, because that's mainly what people are just doing out here, just responding to listen. Need to comprehend what people are saying, and if you're gonna comprehend what they're saying, like it needs to be your people around you. We ignore a lot of people all the time.
Yep.
Just I don't know how to put that. We hear what they're saying, but we're not listening. You know what I mean? And for the most part, that shouldn't happen in our business, and that shouldn't happen with our family members and stuff like that. We should have clear-cut communication when we are doing business or working on relationships that we want to have longevity, So
open door policy.
Definitely.
Like, and really mean it.
And that's when you was touching on that just then, I really need to start. I'm a giving person, but I need to start. It's like playing chess, I really need to start just allowing, like, give people rope You know, my dad would always tell me that. You know, may he rest in heaven, Franklin County.
Yes, sir.
But he said, son, I'm gonna give you another rope to hang yourself. Then pull it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
see what they gonna do with it.
Yeah, because sometimes you know people like you don't know what they can really do when they have opportunities, and I've really come to realize that what an opportunity really means. You know, an opportunity is just that. You know, you can make whatever you want to make of it. You have done enough work in this space. You know, the universe wants to reward you. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you're not gonna do all this work and not be rewarded. So
straight like that.
With that being said, we're gonna try to transition into time management, because with that clear-cut communication that we go back and forth with the group economics, you know what I'm saying, also comes some time management issues with it.
Let me be as transparent as possible.
Yeah,
Go ahead. When you ask me, I'm gonna be as transparent as possible, because everybody watching this, they know me, they gonna get on my ass.
No, tell her to cuss down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You good? But go ahead and speak on that with time management.
Straight up. Yeah, I'll be late a lot. And I promise it's never it's
organic stuff.
It's never intentional. Like, I promise I don't just intend to be late. Like, it really stresses me out to not be on time. Like, and that's where I tap back into planning. You know, sometimes I could plan to be there on time. I could wake up hours early to be there, and then something happens. Like I said, there's a lot of people that count on me. So from my kids, my 4 children, to my family members that look up to me, I may be on my way to a job site and intend to be there at 8 and got people waiting on me, and one of my kids called me and forgot their backpack. Can't do no homework if you ain't got your tablet, so I gotta run back and do that. But and that's just an example, but sometimes I have to take accountability too, because your word is everything. So like, I have to take that punch. Oh, okay, well, look, I know you there waiting on me. I apologize. I gotta run get my kids straight, and I'll be back. But if you can try to plan things out, I say more than half of the time they will work out. But you just also have to be prepared for the what ifs that occur. But I know for me, for example, I've been really working on being more time efficient with just doing everything, especially with now juggling multiple businesses. Like, I already work anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day. So while I'm doing that, I try to really just be on go. That's another thing. I'm just on go. I try to get everything done, and I make a list every night before I start working. I got multiple notebooks that I just write stuff down, and that's been helping me with my organization to do so. But I write it down even from the schedule, from the time to the route I'm going to take on how to do things. And that helps manage my time a lot better.
Okay. I like that. And you know, if you've been listening, you know, this is one of my most important steps, you know, time management, because I'm still battling that as well. And I can feel you when you're talking about having the stresses of being on time. I'm the same way. I still procrastinate a little bit in my life. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm striving and thriving. I'm trying to stop saying that word trying. You don't want to project those type of energies, but I'm striving and thriving really to try. To improve my time management skills. And it's a day-to-day struggle, but the more you plan, the better off you are.
Straight up.
The more structure you have, like writing in your planner, writing in your phone, or typing in your phone, the more susceptible you are to getting it done. Just the way it is. And a rule of thumb for me now, especially with certain time management dilemmas, if I can do it in 2 minutes or less, I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Because the 2 minutes really goes by really fast. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, if y'all looking for something to cling on to, if you can do a project, a task, I can say a project, and more projects take longer than that. But if you can do a little task or situation around the house, at your work, somewhere within 2 minutes, something that makes you feel accomplishable, you know, those little small feats, go ahead and do it, you know. That's what's really going to allow you to maximize your time. But before we get up out of here, though, you know, 'cause I really appreciate you expressing time management in that way, because when people don't, like, when you transparent like that, people know how to take you, you know. And another thing, touching on all 4 of them, paperwork, investment, group economics, and time management, I myself am trying to give more back to people, you know what I mean? And time is one of those things you got to give sometimes. You were talking about it a while ago about being selfish. Ain't nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes.
Hey, man, a quick phone call. that's one of my family's favorite lines. We may not talk a long time, but I'll call you at 3 a.m. if you pop on my mind. I'll be sitting there working, writing out, folding up T-shirts or ordering inventory or writing out my daily schedule. They be like, when do you sleep? I'll be like, what's that?
Yeah.
Take naps. But for real,
it's a good time management source though, because you were thinking about them. You might want to talk about something. You know,
and I call them real quick, even if they don't answer. I'll wake you up and be like, "Hey, I love you. I'm gonna tell you this real quick, and I'll let you go back to sleep." Blah blah blah. You can be mad or whatever. Talk to you later. Bye. Or I'll leave them a message. Just let them know you're thinking. That means something to people, you know, because you never know what people going through, or what you may need from them. You may take something out of that conversation. You know,
right?
So like,
learning is
it's
a
important.
street.
It's important to really communicate. You can't talk and listen at the same time.
2 ears, 1 mouth.
Straight
for
up.
No reason. Before we get out of here, go ahead and plug yourself in, AJ. I really appreciate you coming through, bro. Let everybody know where they can catch you out on the social site here in Omaha, how they can shop with you. Plug yourself all the way in, bro.
Straight up. COTKclothing.com. The website is down for maintenance. We adding a whole new collection for the fall. But check us out on there. About 2 weeks. Give us about 2 weeks. We'll have that up and running. The shop grand opening is October 1st, and you can catch us up there. We'll have some COTK from a Crown. I'll have some incense and candles by Mario. We got super snacks up there. We got some good treats for you. Come have a drink or two on our grand opening. We got some free champagne we'll be giving out just to toast and cheers to our success and future endeavors. Probably so we're gonna start it off with a prayer, of course. Anything we do like that, we always start off with a moment of silence to pray to whoever you pray to. You know, but yeah,
our ancestors. I love that, bro.
Straight up.
So I like that. So where can they find you on social media?
AJ Gaskin on Facebook, COTK_clothing 402 on Instagram. I don't really use Twitter. I can't remember my Twitter name. I need to start, but yeah, I got those two. My YouTube, COTK TV. Go check us out on there, COTK TV. I got a song called Drain featuring Nina Kalina. Easy Jefferson, Angelique the singer, Angelique Kill stuff. Check that out. It's called Drain. COTK TV. Go subscribe, like, and comment, and share that song. The video's coming out soon from my boy Moon, Chris Robinson. He's about to drop that video, and I wrote the whole plot out. It's very scripted, and it's a whole storyline. I got my freak Pito. I got my cousin Pito. He in there. He's in there as an actor. Grace Gotti, she killed a track on there. She ends the verse. And once again, shout out and rest in love to my brother Juice, that we couldn't have made that song and many of the other singles on there possible without him. So that video will be dropping soon, and then followed by the next single and video dropping probably in about a month. Stay tuned. That's with Sailbows. It's called Running Back, and that's gonna be real hot.
I like that. All right, so when's your grand opening again?
The grand opening is October 1st.
October 1st. Oh, I like that right there.
October 1st, 9 a.m.
That's the day that I'll be leaving Omaha, Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
You know, I hate to break the news so publicly, but yeah, that's. I really enjoyed Omaha, Nebraska. This is where I started my business at. I'm definitely gonna come back here and get some more business in.
Straight up.
Yeah, check you out on that grand opening.
Thank you.
Come and get some
I appreciate it, bro.
So,
hey, what they say, mimosas or something? I don't know. I'm gonna let the ladies do that. You feel me? But I'm gonna take a toast, and we're gonna take a bow. You feel me?
Why not? All right, this has been my brother AJ right here, Children of the Korn. All right,
yes, sir.
Clothing brand. And this has been another edition of the PopUp Podcast Experience. Everything coming from this realm of existence will be spiritual in nature. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. I am Indigo, living, breathing, walking example, or representation, should I say, of the third eye in the flesh. And we out of here. All right. See y'all next time. Peace.
Peace and love.
I appreciate that, bro.
That was dope, bro.
Yeah.
I love that.